Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to our cooking session. So we are Wednesday, June 23rd. So tomorrow, if you're a Quebecer, it's the Saint Jean Baptiste. So hope you have a nice day. So a lot of people will be off tomorrow. So enjoy your day with your family and friends. Because yes, we can have some friends over outside. Yay! Who's quite happy to be able to receive people at home. I do. So we'll be able to chat with friends and take a little drink, a cocktail outside around the fire or something like that. So it's gonna be really something soothing for us because it's been a while since we were able to see each other face to face. Because like we are seeing each other, but it's virtual. But really in flesh, it's been a long time. So if you want to help me and share the live with me, share it on your profile so that everybody who might be interested in having inspiration in the kitchen will be able to get inspired. Tonight we'll be cooking together some reinvented potato crust quiche with the Caesar salad, but everything will be homemade. We'll be making our own dressing, and I will be showing you even some breadcrumbs that I've made homemade too. So we're gonna start right now with our crust, with our potatoes crust, and you'll see it's really easy. We're gonna use the microgrill. So I already started because I didn't want you to see me like just chop potatoes all the time. So I already started, but you see I need some left, some over here. So basically we're gonna use our slicer, but what's great about it is, as you can see here, there's blades. So you can make little squares with your potatoes. So it cooks really faster that way instead of big slices, and it looks like a hash brown instead. So thank you for the idea. It's my brother, so shout out to my little brother Pierre-Luc. So really happy. It's really a great idea. So what you want to do if to make your little square, your cubes, you want to start by picking your potato on the handle, and we're gonna start at the bottom. We'll go up, and then we're just gonna turn 99 degrees, and we'll go down. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna really slice your potato in cubes. So that's what we want. So basically it's up, turn, down, up, and pressing on the button. So up, turn, down, like so. And you might have a little hard time when it's at really just the top, but what I'm doing is I'm keeping those parts, and I'm gonna use it for my potato soup. So I'll be able just to cut it in pieces, and I'll be able to use it. I'm just gonna make sure that I have space, because that's important when you're cooking. You want to have enough space on your counter around to be able to really do your thing well. So I'm just gonna put my little square there. So you see, we really cover all the bottom of our microgrill, and then we'll cut some onions. So I only took one onion, sliced it in two, and just chop it. Here you go. Can you imagine doing that with a knife? Wouldn't be that fast. So that's why I love my Power Chef, because you're able to save time and spend it otherwise than just trying to cut your pieces and crying. Because I don't know if you're like me, but when I cut onions with a knife, I tend to cry because, geez, it's so not the smell, but the fume of the onion is so intense. So I tend to cry a lot. But now I only have to throw it in the Power Chef, and could you pull on the cord, and then here you go on top of your potatoes. No crying. Yay, we like that. Then to spice it up, we're gonna put some Italian sausages, and these ones are spicy. And now, since we're gonna just cut some slices, now I can use my knife. And as you can see, it comes with a sleeve that's really useful when you just want to put it in your drawer, so you know you won't cut yourself. If you're clumsy like me, Is there anybody that's really clumsy like me? If you want to share in the chat, just go ahead. So I'm really clumsy, so these comes really handy. If you want to bring them out like for a picnic or something like that, it's really useful. We have the smaller ones too that comes with their sleeve too. So it's really great, useful, and you are safe. No more cutting yourself. So we're gonna just cut our sausages in pieces. If you want, you can just remove the envelope and just like ground beef, spread it on top. But I like to have those big, nice pieces. Here we go. So I'm just gonna layer them around like that. And we're just gonna put the microgrill in the microwave for about 5 minutes just to pre-cook everything. So here we go, that's in the microwave. Perfect. So we won't be needing that anymore. Just gonna clean my space a bit. Go. So now we want to do the egg part. So it's gonna feed, depending if you're somebody that's really hungry, it's gonna feed for about 5-6 people with something on the side. If it's only just the quiche, you'll be maybe serving just 4 portions. Sorry, my dog is really hungry, so I'm just gonna feed her. She was looking at me with those little puppy eyes like, Mommy, feed me, I'm hungry. So now she has her, her snack. So we'll be needing 6 eggs. And for my dressing, I needed 2 egg yolks. So what I did is I kept the egg white and I put it in my mixer. There you go. So we're gonna crack 6 eggs and we're gonna add some milk and some seasoning. And basically that's what's gonna do our quiche. But what we're gonna add on top is some spinach. You can cut it, but I'm keeping it with the big leaves, so it makes a different presentation. It's nicer for the look. Yeah, because I love giving a look to my dishes. I always tell people that, yeah, when you eat something, yeah, no. She wanted to eat the quiche, and no. So, what I was saying, sorry. So, yeah. Tu m'as tout fait mélanger. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, okay, yeah. When you eat a dish, it's good in the savors, the flavors, the taste. But I really like to look at my plate and see all the colors. It's like another way of eating my food. It's like the first part. Looking at the meal, the mix of color, okay, I may be crazy, but I really like it. If you're somebody that understands me, please say, yes, I do, but I understand you. But I really, really like when the plate is well set up, the colors are vibrant. Anyhow, so we're gonna add some milk or cream, whatever you have on at your ends. Go. And we'll be adding our seasoning. So pepper, salt, parsley, fresh if you have it. There you go, some salt. And what's great about it is, yes, you can put more salt than you would do normally. Why? Because you know there's nothing with added salt. So usually when you're gonna use some food that's already prepared or cooked, you'll have to be careful with the salt you'll be adding because there's already sodium in it. But when you're on cooking, you can gauge it by yourself, and that's what's incredible. So just give it a shake, and here you go. It's already done. Here we go. So here we have some small tomatoes. I'm gonna use another cutting board because you know it's really important when you're cooking in the kitchen to have 2 different cutting boards. One for your raw meat and the other one for your fruits, veggies that you'll be cutting. So what we're gonna do is just slice it in 2. So now when I want to be precise in my cutting, instead of just mulching it, I'll be using a knife, and it's really fun because those knives, you can hold them quite well, and they cut really well. So see, usually a tomato is something that you'll have a hard time cutting it, and see how easily I can slice my, I don't know if you have a pup at home, but she keeps putting her hands on the counter since she's not all grown up, but she took a few inches. She was 12 pounds and now she's like over 30 pounds in 2 months. So she's getting big and she's curious. So yeah, I have to be careful because when I'm cooking, she's always around. Here you go. So that's cut. I'm gonna use some spinach too. So fresh spinach. Gonna go get my micro grill. So everything is just a little pre-cooked. So I'll be able to add my things, but first I'm gonna add my tomatoes. And I'll be adding my spinach too. And don't worry, it seems a lot, but it will just go all down while it's cooking and with the egg. So just have fun with the cutters, like so. Here you go. And we'll be adding a little bit of cheese. The one I made earlier, I didn't put any cheese because I wanted to try it without cheese. But this one I'm gonna make with cheese. Here you go, just a little bit. Yeah. And we're gonna pour our mixture on top. And lastly, but not the least, I know we did put some onions on top, but I have those little cute red onions, sweet onions. So I wanted to just put them on top too, just to add some color. That's the way I'm putting out my creativity in my kitchen. And we're gonna put it on top like that. I'm gonna put it 12 minutes in the microwave to cook. So it's going in. Here you go. So meanwhile, while it's cooking, you can prepare your Caesar salad. And every salad comes with a dressing. And often you're gonna buy it at the store, but I'm telling you, my friends, don't buy those things anymore at the store. You can do them your own made, and it's so much better. There's no product added in it to conservation products in it. It's really fresh, so you can control also the quantity you'll be making. So sometimes you buy a bottle of a dressing and it's gonna spend like 6 months in the fridge because you just want it for one time. So when you're doing it homemade, you can portion your recipes. So that's really nice. So here we have our 2 egg yolks. Here you go. And we're gonna whip it like so. And what's great about the whip and mix is you have a funnel here that you can control and be able to add your olive oil. So when you're making a dressing, you really want to just add and pour your olive oil slowly. So it's just gonna go down slowly, and you're just gonna whip it like so. And you can control how fast it will go in or out. So you're just gonna whip it like that. Whip. And just go with your olive oil like that, and whip again. So that tool is great for any work with batters. If you're making pancakes, waffles, cakes, banana cakes, dressings, white eggs in the, I don't know how they call it in English, but you know those œufs en neige, the blanc neige. So you can do that. Some whipped cream you can do. It's really a useful tool. other ingredients you'll be needing is some mustard and some lemon. Just gonna So that's the long part, but you can put your husband on it and you'll be able to prepare the other things on the side. Or your kids. That's a great job for your kids too. Okay, last time. Here you go. Woohoo! So it's all in. I'll be able to put my mustard in it, and I'll be putting my lemon. When you're using lemon and you only need the juice, what I suggest you is just scrape the zest, even if you don't need it, because you'll be able to keep it in the freezer and use it later on for another recipe. So since in the freezer you can keep it really long, you can make a sorbet, a smoothie, homemade slush. Here you go. And you just have to put it in your little cup like that. Here you go, you have your lemon. So I'm just gonna slice my lemon in probably 4 pieces because my lemon is quite big. Those gigantic lemon. And we're gonna squeeze that lemon in it. So 1 full lemon. Here we go. Another one. So if you're able to enter only the half instead of a quarter of a lemon, the trick is always to put what we call the nipple up, because you'll be spraying everybody around you, and that's not what you want to do. Because lemon in the eye, ouch, 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 that hurts a lot. And we're gonna mix it. Emma, bébé? The kids are sleeping. So we're gonna whip it. Just give me a moment, I'm just gonna wake her up. Poor sweetheart, she was sleeping, and even if I was calling her name, she didn't want to get up. So, whip it. Here you go. So usually it gets thicker, but I think I was supposed to put the lemon before the oil. Sometimes that happens, but it's okay, no biggie. Here you go. So it's gonna be more liquid. Bye! Bonne Saint-Jean, vous autres aussi. So it's gonna be a little bit more liquid than I wanted at the beginning, but that's fine. It happens. The last time it was my whipping cream that didn't want to go up. It was like all flat. So sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's the freshness of your how you call it, your freshness of your egg that will make a difference. But it still smells good, so no biggie. Like I was saying, it's gonna be more liquid than I anticipated it, but that's fine. You know, usually big discoveries come from a mistake, so I won't cry over my dressing. It's okay. Here you go. Sometimes by adding more vinegar, you'll be able to just catch it up again. Anyway, so now we need our lettuce. There you go. So one trick, if you're not using all your lettuce, cut it with your ends like that to make sure that you won't oxidize your lettuce. So I'm just gonna break it like that and put the rest in my container, and I'm just gonna wash it really quickly like so. I don't have a spinner to for my salad. So what usually I do is I take a cloth and I will just dry them. So that's my way of doing it, since I don't have those spinning things to well, sometimes what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it in my colander and just wait that it dries. But when I want to use it right now like that, I make sure that it dries like so, and it does the thing. You do with what you have at home. So here you go. So that's the technique, Melissa, when you don't have the spinning thing. Here you go. So you see, so clean, fresh. Here you go. So now we're gonna add our little crumbs. So it's homemade breadcrumbs. It's easy. So I'm making my own bread, and even if you're buying the sliced bread at the store, usually the two ends you won't be using them, or if you get a slice that's a little bit too dry, keep them, cut them in pieces, in squares, and leave them to dry on the counter a little bit. And then you're just gonna throw them in a bowl, add some olive oil or just oil, some seasoning, a lot of seasoning, just mix everything together. And I put them in the micro grill, and now they are just golden and crispy, just perfect to be added to my salad. Yeah, I thought. Here you go. So you want to have real life TV? Yeah, I have to manage my dog. So we're gonna throw this in. We're gonna use some cheese, because yeah, cheese in the salad. So here we're using tonight some Gouda, because I don't have any Parmesan, but that's fine. I'm using whichever cheese I have. And I'm gonna pour some of my dressing, liquid dressing, on top. And I'm just gonna mix it. Here you go. So see, it's nice. Here you go. So yeah, the more I'm thinking, the more I'm pretty sure I add my lemon before the oil, but that's fine. I'm just gonna add some more. I know some people will add some capers. That's really nice. Some how do they call it? Those little fishes too. Sometimes I'm gonna add some chicken. So see how nice it is. And then here you go. You want to see the result? That's what it looks like. It's really nice. Look at the colors. It's really summer. So we're gonna prepare a plate together. So I'm gonna cut a piece of my quiche. Here we go. So my potato is well cooked. So as you can see, it makes a lot of pieces. So you can cut it in 6, and it's nice pieces. Remember, there's potatoes in it. So you go. Gonna put a slice. Yeah. Lâche ta comptoir. And we're gonna take some salad. Here you go. And more crumbs. Here you go. And we have our supper ready. So we have our Caesar salad on the side with our reinvented potato crust quiche with sausages, spinach, and tomatoes. So I hope you enjoyed that tonight's recipe. I had really quite some fun showing it to you and helping you reinvent some cooking. So you can change the meat, you can change the veggies. So if you're curious and you want to know a little bit more about myself, I have really that great opportunity tonight to be interviewed by Maria herself at 7 p.m. a little bit later. So if you want to tune in and look at my interview, you are more than welcome. So we're going to see each other next Wednesday for another recipe at What's Cooking with Melissa. And who knows what we'll be cooking together. Have a nice evening to everyone.